Music stops. Everyone, welcome. Big Frank's Kitchen. It's my wife's kitchen. It's not really my kitchen. I've always wanted to do some type of cooking video. As you can tell, I think I'm trying to do what they do. I'm not going to be as good as a professional, but I just wanted to give you guys some fun takes on the way I cook. I've learned from my mother for years, and most of the time it's just go in the fridge, grab what you got, make something happen. I am pretty big. People will know I like to eat food, but I also like to cook it. It's one of my all-time favorite things to do. I love doing it. I don't know why. It's pretty therapeutic. It's always a good time when you're having people over and you're eating. But this should be pretty interesting. Fun fact, I've never made jerk chicken. I don't have a coal stove that I can use outside to add some wood, some spices to make the smoke flavor. I don't even have Scotch bonnets. I have jalapenos. So as I said before, this is my rendition of the Two Jerks chicken. I don't even have chicken with bone. I went with just boneless chicken here. It's pretty nice quality meats. Not from, obviously, Costco like some of my friends cook. It's too expensive for me to go there. But I hope you guys enjoy it. There's going to be some cuts. There's going to be some takes. There's going to be some just quick cuts of me just showing you what I'm using. I'm not going to really be letting you watch me cook all day because that doesn't really make sense, but we can definitely start. So jerk chicken, one of my favorites. Plantains, beans, all that together is a delicious meal to me. I've never made it before and I'm pretty excited to try. It seems like there's more preparation and actually taking thought into the product that you use to make the food. Scotch bonnets are the number one thing, I guess, that has to do with jerk chicken. So I guess this is non-bonnet jerk chicken from a Portuguese standpoint. So the first thing we're gonna do is brine. Brine is probably the most important portion of this when it comes to preparing your meats. If you don't brine, you're never gonna get that rich flavor into the chicken. Of course, I've never brined before. This is the first time I'm actually attempting to brine, but it's a pretty standard formula. You take what you want to put. Got ginger, got bay leaves. I don't even think you're supposed to put bay leaves in the actual brine. Some onions. I don't think we're not supposed to put that as well. Garlic, and then we have these beautiful little allspice balls, which you can't eat. Also, shout out to my mother. These go in a lot of her meals that she makes at the house. We are Portuguese, so we eat good. We got some salt, we got some sugar, and of course we have the chicken. So the way it's gonna work is we got water in a bowl. We're gonna heat that up to basically a boil. Let all the ingredients just stew. You want the salt and sugar to break down so then when you put the chicken in, once the water cools and you put it in the fridge for 24 to 48 hours, at that point that flavor is still enriching in. You have the chicken pouring out some of its juices that are just nasty, and you're adding in all that flavor into the chicken. So for this clip here, all we're going to do is just show you what we have. So we got some onions, technically just cut. Boom, doesn't even matter, you just throw them in. You don't even need to cut them. I added onions because I just like onions and everything. Then we have some garlic. You don't really have to do much with the garlic. You can take the skin off. It's really up to you. It doesn't really matter because this is just the brine. So we just throw some chicken. I did like a half a garlic here. So then from there, so basically you got that. Then you got your allspice balls. These bad Larrys right here, like I said, you can't eat them. But they do pack a lot of flavor. They will make a great addition to the brine. And then we have the ginger. I didn't think ginger would be something Jamaicans would use to make their delicious meal. But I guess, they use ginger. When you make the barbecue sauce and the paste, that's when you're really going to want to get a little bit more fine on the whole garlic portion. But here, this is more for just letting it cook and just let all the flavor come out. And then we have a jalapeno, which is not a Scotch bonnet. A Scotch bonnet is extremely high. I think it's like 170,000 Scovilles compared to a jalapeno that's just like 10,000, I believe. So I'm not going crazy on the flavor spice-wise on the brine. I should. It probably is going to increase just the overall flavor inside the meat. But what I'll do is tomorrow go to the store, grab some Scotch bonnets for the actual barbecue sauce and paste. I think that they're little guys, about that big, but they pack a punch, so 1 or 2, probably 1 would work in this. And then from there we have the salt. Just pour it in. And then we got the good old sugar, just white sugar. And at that point, you're basically all set. The chicken is going to stay here until I'm done. Could have left that in the fridge, obviously. But what we're going to do is just heat up the oven here and let this come to a boil. And at that point, everything's going to be cooking pretty well. Let it run all the way back down to standard room temperature to add the chicken. Throw it all in to the brine, into the fridge. All right. We're back. So water's cool. Time to add the chicken. This is pretty easy setup. Just throw the chicken in there. And we are back. So obviously this is my first take. You start to learn new things in the middle of it when your wife gets home. That when you brine, you don't need 24 hours when you have small pieces of chicken. So clearly, this is a first time thing. Obviously, if you want to read about what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. But of course, this is Big Frank's Kitchen, so we do things off the cuff. As always, appreciate my wife. She is here now to help me through this moment of crisis. That one should do. We're going to use this to put our spices. So we have our beautiful soy sauce. The first thing we're going to add here is the soy sauce. A little soy. I don't know how much we're going to put. That's the other thing. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to the amounts of things. Usually I just go for it and hope for the best. Got a little Worcestershire sauce. I don't know how much of that shit I need, but this is when the show turns. It's like the first 5 minutes you notice I was well composed. Seemed like I knew what I was talking about, but in reality, once Ashley got home, it's clearly just, we just try. We just try and we just try. So we have this little blender here. I do not have one of those fancy things. We got brown sugar, so just throw the brown sugar in there. I don't know how much brown sugar that is. Cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon. A little jalapeno. Should be cutting this up. Of course, I dirtied my board. Got the board back. Magically gets cleaned without me doing it. I wonder how that happened. So we're gonna cut this up. Here we got jalapenos. Again, Scotch bonnets is what you should be using. And of course, I don't do anything correctly. Now we got the garlic, more garlic. Some garlic here. I should have already had this all peeled. Bad idea. If anyone else is going to do a cooking show, make sure you have all your garlic already ready to go. That is a process that I'm not too familiar with. Alright. You know what? Doesn't even matter. But look at that. Boom. Incredible work. The blender will do the job. I hope. Also, I'm really good at cutting myself when it comes to cutting. I don't know how many other people out there cut themselves when they cook, but that is one of my traits. I'm pretty good at that. I think it's because I don't really care, because it's just a finger, but some people, they like their fingers. There it is. See that? We're moving now, boys and girls. Than I expected. So that's enough for that. We're just going to call that what it is. Ginger. Watched a video and they said, who cares about actually trimming your ginger? Because ginger flakes taste exactly the same as the actual ginger, which is pretty interesting to me. So we're just going to throw it. I love the smell of ginger. It's so good. There we go. I don't know how well that's going to blend, but this is a new blender, so I would think it's going to do a good job. Okay, there we go. Got our bay leaves. Got to throw some bay leaves in here. Boom. What else do we have? We have some thyme. We need thyme in here. Yep. I don't know what thyme is, but got some. Slamus brought it. Good old brother Slamus. So I don't know how much thyme I actually need. So that's funny. I don't know how much thyme I actually need. All right. So that's good. You know what? On the brown sugar, we're gonna go in for another little bowl because you can never go wrong with a little brown sugar. Can't go wrong with brown sugar. Okay. So then we got our scallions here. We're gonna throw the scallions in the mix. There we are. I don't know how many of those I need, but these are pretty easy. Just cut them up into little pieces, and you just throw them in there. So boom, scallions. Incredible, incredible. There we go. This is more overwhelming than I ever thought it would be. You know what? I don't know how many, did I just cut all of them? That was a lot of scallions. All right, dropping shit on the floor, but it's okay. The wife is here to clean. She does a good job. I also help. That is one of the biggest and most important things to a strong marriage is teamwork. Let me tell you, teamwork. You gotta clean, fellas and ladies. We all got to work together as a team. So if we don't, parsley, I don't know how much parsley is too much parsley, but at this point, I'm just going for a good looking paste. So, all right, and here we go. First time, I've never even used this blender. So we're gonna start with a 1. Oh, gotta plug it in. Gotta plug it in. Gotta plug it in. That is key to the whole blender situation here. So. Okay, how do we, all right, power on. Blue light means power on. Here we go, guys. Oh yeah, we got a good looking color here. Yeah, we actually got a nice, decent looking paste. Little pasty do. The consistency. I don't know. Smells good. Gonna add a little bit more parsley. A little bit more scallions. Just add a little bit more scallions. Here we go. I don't think this is gonna be hot jerk chicken. I think this is just gonna be a basic.
Why don't you add some hot sauce?
No hot sauce. No hot sauce. This is all natural. So, okay. All right. Here we go. Let's grab this chicken out of this brine, which was the fastest brine in the history of brines. So we're gonna throw this in here. Let's just grab all the chickens. There we go. Biggest fail in America. Actually, you know what? I think we're looking good here. There we go. So that's the brine. Okay. Now we just gotta get the rest of the liquid out. Make it rain.
What was it?
Yeah, there we go. So we got our chicken.
Can you see what it looks like?
This is what our chicken looks like. We can bring it up right up into the to the plate here. If you see here, it looks good. It's good chicken.
I don't think it's cooked.
No, it looks fine. I think it looks fine. I think I did a good job. So here comes the most. Gotta wash my hands. Wash my hands. That's another really important piece to the whole cooking phenomenon. Is to clean your hands. Make sure you're always washing your hands when you touch the chicken. So now we go back to the paste.
It turns.
It turns. Oh no! Oh God! Jesus Christ! I'm good at cooking. This is a first time deal thing. I didn't mean to press that button. How do I turn this thing off? How do I? I'm just gonna.
No, unplug it.
No, I'm just
Shut it
gonna.
off.
No, I'm just gonna. There we go. That's not too bad.
You shut it off, babe.
I made a mess. We made a mess. It's fine. The mess is gonna be fine. Don't press it again. It's off.
What's the pot?
That's what the whole point of it. You can't press that
No,
button.
that wasn't off.
Get out of here. I'm finishing up my show. I gotta finish up. Just get out of here. Get out of here.
You turn it.
Let me finish my show.
Babe, look it. Can I show you?
Yeah. Alright, so now we got the jerk. Actually, this looks actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's got a good flavor here. So, case in point, everything ran smooth until things didn't. It just gets wild in here, buttons get pressed. This is my first time making jerk chicken. There we go.
It's all light.
If you look, we've got a beautiful consistency now. Beautiful consistency. This now will wait till tomorrow. We're gonna wait on this bad Larry till tomorrow. I'm gonna wrap this up and call it a day. As always, God bless everyone. It's extremely messy over here.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
First time with the blender. I've never used the blender. Like I said, first time for everything. God bless everyone. It's a hot one, boys and girls. We're out here at the grill. Obviously, it's not the type of grill you'd want to do some jerk chicken, but we're gonna do what we gotta do. So we got this as hot as possible. We're gonna lower it now just a tad bit. There we go. And now we're just gonna grab the chicken and put it on. You're good. Boom.
Oh, baby.
There it is. And here we are. The kid made it. We grilling here. There it is. I don't think I'm gonna get the same type of smoke and char as a wood stove or anything, but we're definitely getting somewhere with this. Oh, there we go. There it is. That shall do. There it is. Not too shabby. There it is. Thank you guys. God bless. Boom. That is what we're working with, boys and girls. That is the end product. Take a peek. Thank you as always. God bless. Right there, ready for dinner. There he is. Ready to go.